Good morning, everybody. It's Andy Z. Welcome back to Z Frequency. Thanks for joining me again. I took yesterday off just because I didn't feel that inspired, but there is a lot to cover. A lot of it's around one topic. I'm sure everyone knows what that will be, which is NASA. It's actually Matt Bledsoe. But this is also, I think this was kind of more important. This is Burchett again. Again, I'm not following him because of his politics. He's just seems to be the most forthright. Not that I trust him. Just because he seems forthright doesn't mean that he is. But I think he may not be as tainted as the rest of them. So let's play this because this was kind of a big admission. So
what did you see now? I guess it would be about 2 weeks ago. That was very alarming, the way you said that, at least.
Yeah, well, because of the circumstances and where it was, I can't get into too much specifics, but it was elaborating on some stuff that we'd asked for, and it was important to get this person in a secure setting to where we could ask him these questions. And there's somebody in the meeting with us, one of my colleagues, I guess you'd say, was basically there just to kind of upset the apple cart and to throw, a monkey wrench into the deal. And every time a question was asked by this particular party, it was really the answers were out there, and they gave them, and they gave specifics, they gave addresses, they gave times and dates and people that were in the meeting. And this went all the way up to the executive branch of previous presidents, not this current president.
So there have been different reports over the years. Some reports that there have been pieces of machinery that were found that did not seem earthly. And then there have been reports about life that is not earthly. Which one of those two, or both, are you talking about? A form of life that is not earthly, or just something mechanical that's not earthly?
I'd say you'd be safe to say both.
The way you described this, whatever happened at this meeting, this briefing that was happening, was there something that if we knew, we would feel that we are in danger? You said you wouldn't sleep at night if you knew the things that I saw in these briefings.
Yeah,
Should we believe that that's the part where it seemed alarming?
I don't think we're at danger of this. I mean, if these things exist as I think they do, they could have destroyed us with a blink of an eye. I just don't see that, and I think that's. I just think, but I do think they have the technology and the capabilities of something that we can't understand or we can't grasp.
What I want to make sure I'm understanding is a member of our government has told you and others, I guess, that there is a form of alien life and machinery which maybe brought this living creature here that interacted in some form with people?
Yeah, they have, and they've. It's pretty wild. I know, but I'm just telling you, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd take a lie to tell you. You won't put me on a polygraph, I'll take it. But this is what the guy told me. I mean, I've had a very high-ranking naval official describe. I've talked about this before. Underwater craft, something big as a football field, moving at over 200 miles an hour. And there's no fish in the ocean that would do that. We don't even have a sub that'll probably do 40 miles an hour under the. And the last thing he said before he left my office was, it was kind of weird because he didn't go out he went out the side door, which nobody ever uses. And he looked at me, he pulled me up close, and he said, "Tim, they're real." And that's the last thing he said to me. That'll be the title of my book, I guess. Matt Gaetz was involved in something here just recently. He was interviewed, and he talked about this interbreeding thing with.
We saw that. We saw that.
Yeah. Well, that's a true story. That was military personnel. I think that would be a good story to talk to him about if you all can do that.
Right. He says he learned that from someone in the military.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a guy, it was an officer in uniform.
Yeah.
And Matt and I and Representative Luna, we all went down to Florida, and we were turned away. And then Matt made a phone call to somebody at the Pentagon, and all of a sudden they opened the doors and brought the pilots in that were supposed to tell us the story in the first place. And he can probably elaborate a little bit more on that. But that was pretty fantastic. That was a made for TV special right there in itself.
Okay, so again, do I think this is kind of a distraction from the Epstein files and accountability? Of course I do. But at the same time, TMZ is kind of like a celebrity trash mag video place. So this is going to hit a lot of the people that are not thinking about UFOs or ETs or anything like that. So I think this is a significant push in the right direction, even though it's maybe timed out to distract against other things. But any truth is good news to me. I think it's all forward progress. So we're going to have a lot of people that don't believe all this stuff hearing from a government official, which they'll need to hear it from to start kind of considering this as part of their reality. So I think this is, I think it's progress. So do with that what you will. So next on the agenda are a few different things from NASA. So this whole moon thing is such a distraction. But there's just a few things that I just have to point out because it's, they think we're stupid. And it really cracks me up. So, so this is the first one, and I don't think he talks. So I'm gonna just talk through it. I have to spend more time on it. That looks like a green screen to me. I mean, it looks very obviously like a green screen to me. And what I think is going on with these things, I don't know. I'm assuming they're able to remove gravity from some kind of chamber. And it always seems like they're upside down. You know what I mean? Instead of right side up. So what I think is they're getting everything like, yeah, I don't get it. It's a complete green screen. And I'm gonna continue with this. But it cracks me up. I mean, that looks like a green screen. It looks like a really bad movie. Next, this one was kind of on a lot, so let's take a look at this. Yeah, so that little toy that had was acting like a green screen pretty much. Doesn't have a shadow, so that means it's not there. Then there's this one, and this I'm bringing up because I pay special attention to her hair. It's not acting like it's in a weightless environment.
All of your food out of bags of some kind, plastic bags or little metallic bags, because we have to rehydrate a lot of our food. This is actually shrimp cocktail. And
you bitches got 24 hours to come up with our motherfucking tax money. You mean to tell me you got picked?
Okay. He really cracks me up. But her hair, pay special attention to her hair because it's not acting like it's weightless. It's acting like it's hairsprayed down and then they're turned upside down is what it looks like to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never been to space that I know of consciously. So yeah, it doesn't look right to me. And then this I thought was just so funny. This guy said these Artemis 2 moon views are simply amazing. Oh, that made me happy. But that's that's really where we are. So this is a distraction. This is a complete distraction. Burchett making these admissions is at least it's a productive distraction. This NASA thing is just them throwing money away and giving us the finger, basically. So, yeah, it's stuff to not invest your attention into because they're just giving us the finger and they think we're stupid. So now I've got a couple more positive things. So this is I've kind of talked about dragons before. For those of you that are just joining me, so our planet is a hunk of a previous planet called Tiamat, which means mother planet or the mother. That was taken over by the Anunnaki, blown to bits. We were in the, I guess, solar system where the asteroid belt is. This was knocked to here, and we're living on a chunk of Tiamat, basically. When we were Tiamat, dragons were kind of like the essence of nature, a very, very wise, real like creation, nature, energy incarnate. So when the planet was blown up, it dropped in density. So a lot of the physicality that these energies or frequencies or conscious, let's say conscious forces had settled into a lower density. Not that their consciousness necessarily is, but their physicality did settle into a lower density. So this is a great video of that somebody took of what I believe to be a resting dragon.
That shape, that curve, it looks like a fossil, but not of anything we know. It looks like a dragon, something ancient, something enormous.
Okay, just kidding. There we go.
What to see is not just a mountain. Look closely. Do you see it? That shape, that curve, it looks like a fossil, but not of anything we know. It looks like a dragon, something ancient, something enormous, turned to stone. At first I thought it was just a coincidence, a trick of light, a natural formation. But then I opened Google Earth. I zoomed into Taiwan, north, near Taipei, far away from the noise of the city, into the deep forests, the hills, the cliffs, untouched land. Then I dropped into Street View. Everything felt normal, too normal, until I saw it again. The same shape, the same massive structure, like a spine carved into the mountain. A head, frozen in place, as if something once lived there and never left. No signs, no warning, no information anywhere. But it's been completely ignored or hidden. So tell me, is this just a mountain? Or are we looking at something that was never meant to be discovered?
So I really love that. I had recall of that in a past Andy. I really love seeing that because that it gives me it pings me in a positive way. Like that's it was the best of times and the worst of times also. So yeah, I really like seeing that because it just is a remembrance for all of us. We'll all get a ping from that hopefully, and it could bring back some remembering of past times. So present times. Let's not go. Let's not get into the theory of time at the moment. So, okay, now this is another one. This is kind of a well, I'm just going to play it and then we can talk about it afterwards. My gosh. I just cannot do my administrative work. Okay, now we'll go.
soon he would tell me the Nakatuhito Gunikiwe Kagipimi Ghosta. That as the world begins to correct itself, there will be forces and entities that do not work for the light who will be attacking the light workers, the chosen elect, and the starseeds because they don't want the light to manifest in the world. Makastigom kagito ya kan tamasko ka poig anma tasoki ka poig astigom kitabog ihtamunwa kasito namig. And the ancestors had said for the light workers, the chosen elect, and the starseeds to stand strong in your faith, in your knowing, and to stand tall as a light worker, as a chosen elect, and as a starseed. For there will be those in this world who have resisted this new world, who have refused this new world, and are now spiraling onto their knees as they are facing natural law. Iguan mo gagito akan ma, pugan ma, kasito na makum kawawiwasi agmat soon. Because the ancestors had said there is light coming for humanity. And for those who have been resisting it, they will come to understand natural law in its purest form. And for those who have been fighting the good fight for the people to continue fighting the good fight. Our Mother Earth and our children are on loan to us from the Creator. Be the change you want to see.
Okay, so I thought that was a great message. I really have a lot of respect for Native cultures. I feel like they just are more attuned to nature and the nature of reality than we are. So that's basically saying, which I'm sure a lot of us are getting this now, are some interference in what we're doing. But if you're getting interference, that means your purpose is right there. Like that means you're doing something. You're on the right track, basically. So this is the time that we show who we are, and we stand strong, and we keep going. So don't forget that. Don't consent to attacks. I don't consent to attacks, and I would say it as many times as you need to. I have established a new shielding protocol that is shooting things back. And it seems to be working pretty well. So I haven't been as bothered. They're hitting my technology a little bit, but I don't really care about my technology. So that doesn't really bother me. So I'm like, they're removing comments on YouTube. They're doing all kinds of silly stuff. So I don't care. I'm still going to keep on going. If you think removing some comments are going to stop me, it's real. This part, I do this podcast because it's my mission. I'm trying to do my part and share, what impressions I get, what I think. I'm not trying to influence any decisions. I'm just saying, here, this is what I'm seeing that doesn't make sense to me, or it does make sense to me, or whatever. That doesn't mean I'm trying to tell you what you should think or what you should. I'm just posing ideas here. So really, you are the important factor. You have to decide what you think, and you have to decide what you want your world to look like moving forward. So I would say don't let them pull you off track, because that's what they want. So don't consent. Don't consent to attacks. Don't consent to bullshit, manipulation, deception, lies. I don't consent, and I am a sovereign being. So, and you are too. So say it out loud so that everybody knows. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Sorry, this is kind of a longer one, but I did have a lot of stuff to go over. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.